Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the last video, I gave a comprehensive 120-day plan to get started with prelims and mains preparation for this year's OPSC exam cycle. If you haven't watched that video, do watch it. After that, many of you texted me कि यार सिड भाई आपने हमें रास्ता तो बता दिया बट वहां तक पहुंचना कैसे है इसके बारे में और थोड़ा हमें आइडियाज चाहिए। ठीक है, जैसे कि सोर्सेस को एग्जाम ओरिएंटेड मैनर में कैसे पढ़ना है, नोट्स कैसे बनाने हैं। So this video is answer to question number 1, the sources. Before getting started with the video, here is a small disclaimer. The disclaimer being, gone are those days when the preparation could be done with just reading some 4 to 5 standard books, some GS manuals, and exam निकल जाता था। वो जमाना गया। Now that the exam has become much more competitive, thanks to the how do I say it, the revolution, the democratization of internet, the democratization of information. So everybody has access to the same sources that you are studying, and hence what you have to do is you have to use internet very liberally. How? I'll come to that in a bit. But without internet, without combining internet along with these textbooks, you will not have that extra edge that some of the others will have, and you will not meet the requirements that today's exams basically has. Okay, so this is your disclaimer. Let's move to the first subject, which is Indian polity. इंडियन पॉलिटी के एक ही भगवान है इंडिया में, लॉर्ड लक्ष्मीकांत। आतिश माथुर सर यूज करते हैं ये वर्ड लॉर्ड लक्ष्मीकांत। सो उनका बाइबल आप पढ़ लेना। But along with this, you have to pair it up with a reading of Constitution of India, which is also known as the Bare Act. Because questions उसमें ऐसे होते हैं कि for the first statement being, according to the Constitution of India, this is a provision. According to the Constitution of India, this is not a provision. So if you don't know कि ये provision is has been derived from the Constitution directly या फिर based on the power given to it by the Constitution, Parliament ने इस पे कोई law बनाया है। So basically statutory कौन सा है, constitutional कौन सा है, executive कौन सा है, इन सब में differentiate करने के लिए you have to read the Bare Act along with the Lakshmikant. The Bare Act is the source of India's polity, the big drama that is India's polity. This book has been derived from this, so you have to read this. I have actually showed this. I have actually demonstrated this in an earlier video. You can check it out. The first 2 videos that you will find on our YouTube channel. वहाँ पे मैंने live demonstration दिखाया है कि कैसे इन दोनों को combine करना है. Okay. And for those who are getting started, this can be a very good book for your introduction to the world of MCQs. Okay, level 1 MCQs. Of course, veterans, those who are veterans or those who are in this field for 1 or 2 years, they will they will have solved some mocks by now. They will have finished Lakshmikant at least 4 to 5 times by now. This is not for them. But if you are someone who's getting started with this exam process, I definitely recommend you that you have to buy this book because this book has been designed based on this. So whatever based on this book. So whatever chapters you are reading here, whatever the content is provided here, उसी content पे इस book में कुछ questions हैं and immediately chapter 1 finish किया, गए वहां पे chapter 1 के question solve करके देखा कि मैंने क्या समझा, मेरा कहाँ पे lack of understanding हो रहा है, कहाँ पे दिक्कत आ रही है। Chapter 2 finish kiya, you move on to that. Eventually, of course, you will have to go to sectional tests. You'll have to go to FLTs. But this, like I said, is your level 1 of MCQs. I can show that book to you. Uska PDF is freely basically available on the internet. Yeah, this one. Preamble of the Constitution, chapter number 4, for example. So जो भी वहां पे आपने preamble के बारे में पढ़ा, following are enshrined in the preamble, the what is the correct order. So उसके ऊपर MCQs. Okay, then union and its territory, chapter 5, वहां पे whatever you read, यहाँ पे so you gave a minute test after each chapter. You are forced into active recall after each chapter. You are forced to retrieve information from your brain after each chapter. So do buy this book or download this PDF if it is available on the internet. मुझे तो यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है बट it is also showing कि this cannot be downloaded. Whatever, you have to buy this. Okay, next एक और बाइबल है मार्केट में, द बाइबल ऑफ मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री, स्पेक्ट्रम बुक्स. You have to read this for modern history. Very well researched, very enriched information, updated every year. This can be your base. But again, 800 पेज का हो के भी this is not enough. Internet research is required. Because आजकल पर्सनालिटी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, आजकल केस बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, ऑब्सक्योर फैक्ट्स को लेके क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं वो लोग. तो अगर आप दादा भाई नारोजी के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, या रोमेश चंद्र दत्त के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, या फिर बहराम जी मालाबारी के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, तो उनका एक बार विकिपीडिया पेज भी साइड में खोल के रखना, वहां से कुछ कुछ नोट्स आप बनाते रहना. विकिपीडिया पेज इज अ वेरी गुड सोर्स फॉर मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. ओके, स्टैटिक नॉलेज है, उसमें कुछ गड़बड़ का बात नहीं है, सोर्सेस वहां दिए रहते हैं. सो यू कैन यूज विकिपीडिया पेजेस फॉर मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री प्रिपरेशन. एंशियंट एंड medieval हिस्ट्री के लिए दिस इज द बुक. आई डोंट नो इफ यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट इट. पूनम दलाल दहिया, she is a IRS officer. She has combined the knowledge given in all those NCRTs and done extra research to combine everything into one thick book. Thick because we have a history of 2000 years, unlike some of our neighboring friends who have history of 75 and 50 years maybe. So 2000 साल का अगर हिस्ट्री है तो 2000 उसी हिसाब से इतना मोटा किताब भी बनेगा. So you have to you this can be your one source for ancient and medieval India. Okay. Indian art and culture, Nitin Singhania, another Bible referred to by everyone because it's beautifully illustrated with photos for pictorial retention, for memory retention, very well organized, rock architecture, cave architecture, paintings, music, etc. So you can refer to this book, but again, just for that sense of completion, keep referring to the internet. And इस टॉपिक पे मैंने भी एक वीडियो बनाया है, video number 3 on our channel, the art of research through art and culture PYQs. So, or art and culture MCQs that I release on my Telegram channel. So, वो वीडियो आप जरूर देखना to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Then comes geography. PMFIAS is again your one-stop solution. 3 books by PMFIA: Physical Geography, World Geography, Indian Geography, and Human and Economic Geography. NCRTs, yes, they are good, but they are very basic, not enough for mains, not enough for prelims also. So you have to finish these books. Because बहुत अच्छा information for mains. Basically, these books are really good. Prelims, whatever means oriented information, अगर उसको factual basis पे पढ़ोगे तो prelims preparation भी हो जाएगा. And again, very very good source for geography. One source. Economy. Now, economy में there are 2 books. Nitin Singhania है, Vivek Singh है. But why again I'll ask you to refer this one is because this again has a book which is a 450 MCQs ka bank. You study the chapters from here, understand the concepts, you try to apply it by solving these MCQs. This is again a very good book, very very good book. But this combination is what makes this book better. Okay, questions हैं जो कि डायरेक्ट आपकी एप्लीकेशन में आपकी नॉलेज इंक्रीज करने में दिल हेल्प यू. ओके, इकोनॉमी. अच्छा, by the way, I am focusing exclusively for on prelims right now. Main sources I'll tell in another video, but since you are at a very foundation stage, these are the books that you have to learn. So this is all prelims oriented information that I am giving. Okay. Environment, again PMFIAS, very very good book, very richly illustrated. I can actually show it to you. It's in my iPad only. अगर वो खुल जाए तो टाइम पे. हाँ, खुल गया. This is the PMFIS book, and very good for the concepts, for the applied part, the biodiversity, the protected areas, maps, animals, IUCN status. हर चीज के लिए ये this is a one source. Pollution, climate change, land degradation, for mains and for prelims. This can be your one stop source for environment section. Okay. खुल जा भाई, खुल जा, लेट मत कर. एक्चुअली इस पीडीएफ से उस पीडीएफ में वापस जंप करने में ना टाइम लग रहा है. हाँ, खुल गया. ओके, सो दिस इज a book. Earlier Shankar used to be relevant, but they are not doing good updation to their book. But this guy with his color coding and his pictures, it's an amazing book to read. खरीद लो या फिर पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लो, आपकी चॉइस है, but this has to be your book. Okay. Then Odisha part. I know Harihar Panda, very thick book, very academic book. बट और कोई सोर्स है नहीं. सो अगर आपको PYQs पता है, इफ यू नो हाउ दे आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस, देन अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल हैव टू रीड द सोर्सेस, द चैप्टर्स इन अ वे दैट प्रीलिम्स के लिए इंफॉर्मेशन निकल रहा है, मेंस के लिए इंफॉर्मेशन निकल रहा है, एंड ऑल द ऑब्सक्योर एकेडमिक कंटेंट को आप स्किप कर रहे हो. दिस विल कम विथ expertise on PYQ analysis. If so, you have to first develop that art कि PYQs को मैं मैप करके ये जानूं कि पढ़ना कैसे है. That I'll come to in another video. But this is your source for history of Odisha. GC Rai is your source for geography of Odisha. Very good source. And as such, Odisha economy पढ़ना नहीं है for prelims. इकोनॉमी ऑफ इंडिया ही पढ़ना है. ओडिशा इकोनॉमी में ऐसा कुछ नहीं मिलेगा आपको जो कि अचानक से वो लोग पूछ लेंगे. But you can refer to Pani and who's this guy? Yeah, Pani and Pani. Um, for your economy of Odisha preparation. It doesn't require separate preparation, trust me. But it's a book that everyone follows. All the toppers have I have interacted with. They tell me that this is a book, so you can follow it. Okay. Then comes current affairs. Okay, current affairs. The Bible, PTC 65 for national level, UPSC level current affairs, and GK today for OPSC level current affairs. Last year जैसे obscure current affairs का questions पूछा गया था, like who are the brand ambassadors, AI agent by India Today group का नाम क्या है, all these very factual group B exam level current affairs. So for that GK today is your source. And apart from monthly current affairs of Vision, there's a new thing in the market called Udan 500 Plus by Only IAS. Even these booklets are very good. So both the sources I'll recommend, because since in my last video I talked about how they are improving their game of increasing the standard of questions. So you never know. You might not get a single question from GK today this year. You might get everything from UPSC level CA. Okay. So that is a high possibility. So both the sources have to be completed. PT365 or the monthly magazines and GK Today. GK Today ka bhi there is a MCQ PDF, then there's a monthly PDF. I would strongly suggest you read this monthly PDFs because MCQs बस JK Today का बुरा बात ये है कि MCQs just one liners होते हैं, multiple statements वाले नहीं होते. So monthly आप यहाँ से पढ़ो, and whatever test series you join, including our prelims test series that we have, bogus marketing, you can study this monthly PDFs. Okay. Thanks for watching. Okay. Before I leave this, I told you I will tell you give you some extra tips towards the end of the video. Okay. So उसके लिए extra page create कर लेते हैं. Okay. Some additional information. Okay. First, you have to read newspapers also for history-based questions. And I'll show you live example of what I mean by newspaper for history MCQs. See, अभी मेगालिथिक साइट्स कुछ मिले हैं आंध्र प्रदेश में. ओके, वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. या so this is the one. Menhirs of Muddumal in Telangana's Narayanpet on tentative list of World Heritage Sites. So this Menhirs of Muddumal, what are they? They are basically megalithic sites. ठीक वैसे ही, if I just say Buddhist heritage, the Hindu. Okay, you will find many articles in the recent past, 25 November 2024. So there is something about Sannati. Okay, Buddhist site at Kanganhalli. The relics of Ratnagiri. A peep into Buddhist heritage sites. Okay, this is 2 months ago. This is 2024. You will find more articles here. 6 days ago, some Buddhism related article has been given. So when you read these articles, you will find that some information is there. And now what they are doing, वो उस चीज को प्रीलिम्स में पूछ रहे हैं. ये सब स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स में कवर्ड नहीं है. स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स में देयर इज अ लिमिटेशन. बुद्धिज्म कैन बी गिवन इन ओनली 20-30 पेजेस, बट बुद्धिज्म इज नॉट 20-30 पेजेस. देयर आर volumes of books on Buddhism, and these articles are basically sourced from these books. So what UPSC is doing, वो इन articles को refer करके they are forming their questions. So you have to read newspaper history MCQs for history, and you have to read the current affairs from the newspapers also. Number two, active recall. नाउ दिस आई कैनॉट स्ट्रेस इनफ. एक तो हमारा रट्टू पोपट वाला टेक्निक होता है, अशोका मौर्य, अशोका मौर्य, अशोका मौर्य, अशोका मौर्य, एक जो ऐसे हम लोग रटने की कोशिश करते हैं. और एक और रिवीजन का सोर्स है, वो याद करने का सोर्स या फिर टेक्निक है, वो है एक्टिव रिकॉल. व्हाट एक्टिव रिकॉल इज, अगर यहाँ पे कुछ स्टेटमेंट्स दिए हुए हैं, what I'll do, I'll basically form questions out of this. Okay. Instead of just blandly taking the same exact thing as notes in my copy, I will form questions on those notes. And I can demonstrate this to you in a very brief manner. Modern history का ये मेरे पास PDF, again, spectrum. For example, this is controlling child marriage. This is modern history spectrum. Okay. So the Native Marriage Act 1872 signified legislative action in prohibiting child marriage. Then comes relentless efforts of Parsi reformer B.A. Malabari. So here comes prelims fact number 1. Then which forbade the marriage of girls below the age of 12. Here comes prelims fact number 2. The case of Rakhmabai. Rakhmabai was asked in UPSC prelims 3 years ago. Pushed the reformers to get the age of consent act passed. This is what happened. Vagera vagera. Dadaji Bhikaji demanded that she join him as his wife. देन पिटिशन किया, कुछ कुछ हुआ. ओके, ज्यादा लंबा नहीं खींचूंगा, जस्ट थोड़ा सा. नाउ इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग द सेम थिंग इन ब्रीफ इन शॉर्ट नोट्स इन आवर नोटबुक्स, व्हाट आई कैन डू इज आई कैन कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू क्वेश्चंस. आई कैन राइट हु वाज behram ji malabari. Okay. Number 2, who was rakhma bai. Number 3, what was the age of consent act in 1990, in 1891. Okay, now you forget these things. While you are revising, you start recalling. behram ji malabari कौन थे? Okay, behram ji malabari was a Parsi reformer जिन्होंने चाइल्ड मैरिज एंड एज ऑफ कंसेंट को लेके बहुत हैवी काम किया था. ओके, ये मुझे याद आ रहा है. He was related to that age of consent act. He was instrumental in getting age of consent act, to age 12 से बढ़ाने में उनका बहुत अच्छा रोल था. रखमाबाई कौन थी? रखमाबाई वाज द वुमेन जिसका केस बहुत ही लैंडमार्क था इंडिया के चाइल्ड मैरिज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हिस्ट्री में. देन व्हाट वाज द एज ऑफ कंसेंट एक्ट 1891. ओके, ऐसा कुछ था, मुझे याद नहीं आया. ओके, बट this is how you can make your notes for every subject in prelims. For prelims, write these active recall questions rather than taking bland notes. You, while writing them, you can maybe give hints here. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. You can also do the same question numbering here. कि मेरा question number 3 I'll find in page number so and so where I have marked 2. ऐसा एक index बना दो, एक active recall sheets बना दो, एंड उसके बाद देखना आपका factual retention कितना अच्छा होता है for prelims exam, which is a game of facts. This can be applied in both, in all the subjects. For Lakshmikant, you can do the same. For Spectrum, you can do the same. For history, for yeah, like I showed, you can do the same. For geography, you can do the same. Mains में भी ये technique काम आएगा, but I'll tell you how in another video. But yeah, so these two things I wanted to tell you for as extra ये. See if you can implement them. This is a very rough version. If I can, then I'll make a whole separate video on how to use this active recall sheets. आप comment करके बताओ if you need a video on how to use active recall questions and how to take notes in active recall format. Okay, now our video has come to an end. Thanks for watching. ये जो मैंने पीडीएफ दिखाए, ये सारे कुछ इन सारे तो नहीं है, कुछ कुछ मेरे पास हैं, कुछ कुछ मैं आपको भेज सकता हूँ. यू जॉइन आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल, सी इफ यू नीड देम. देन if you are in search of a prelims test series, join our prelims test series for OPSC. Very high quality questions and solutions that we are preparing. And yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe, and stay connected with us. Namaste.